Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's Peepshow Baldwin again. I'm very sorry for the long hiatus I've taken. I took a while out to focus on my writing career, which has since tanked. Not doing so well at all. But, anyway, I have scoured the far corners of the earth and racked my brain looking for new ideas for videos. And I've come up with Peepshow Baldwin's picks from the humidor. For those of you that don't know, I am a cigar enthusiast, not an aficionado. It's merely a hobby. And a humidor, what this is a container which people use to hold their cigars and keep it at a certain percentage of humidity, because the tobacco will dry out, it'll lose its flavor, and they're just not pleasant smokes at all. So, what we'll do, we'll go ahead and get started. The first one is going to be a Compe Buena Vista Maduro. I like Maduros. They're very dark. A lot of body, a lot of flavor. Now, my research has turned up very little on this cigar, and I only know that they haven't made them in about 10 years. My theory is that these were named in honor of the late Cuban Tova guitarist Compe Segundo, who once had a group called the Buena Vista Social Club. But so far, any research has yet to prove or disprove that. You might be able to see through the plastic. I'll go ahead and take it out. I'll smoke this one soon. Anyway, might be able to see the little cleft right there on the band. So it would seem to make sense. They're a very good smoke for me. They're a little heavy and not particularly recommended for novice smokers. But like I said, they don't make these anymore, and I might just have the last box in existence, so we need not worry. Overall, I think I'd rate them about 3.5 out of 5 stars. They're pretty good. Let's go to the next one. The Punch Gran Puro. These Honduran wonders are full-bodied and affordably priced. They're about $6 a stick. They feature a kind of spicy little punch, probably where the name came from, with a hint of cinnamon. I personally would take a punch over many more expensive cigars. And as a matter of fact, the cigar that I purchased on the last day of senior year to celebrate the end of my public school career was a punch. And these draw a rating of 4 out of 5 stars. I hold them in very high regard. Next one, the Romeo y Julieta. This particular Dominican cigar is known as a short Churchill, the miniature version of a cigar named after former British Prime Minister Sir Winston Churchill that originally measured a very formidable 7 inches. Those will smoke for about an hour and a half. They're not an incredibly easy smoke, being that it sits very heavily on the palate, but for seasoned cigar aficionados, they're pretty well respected in their own rights for having deep body and earthy flavors. However, they aren't easy on the pocketbook either, and for this reason I give them a 3.5 out of 5. Moving on to the La Vieja Habana Belicoso. Look at that. Isn't that perfect? That is, yeah. The Belicoso is a medium-bodied Nicaraguan gem made by Drew Estate, the same people who also make the acid cigars that so many people have come to enjoy now. Strike that. who also produced the popular and perennial acid cigar brand that so many people have come to enjoy lately. The Bellicoso has a very solid overall flavor and body, with very earthy, kind of nutty, almost a coffee-like undertone. Accompanied by a very smooth taste. This, hand in hand with an affordable price tag, makes for the kind of cigar that one might enjoy at random, on a balcony someplace, or in the backyard washed in sunshine. Sunshine. We could use a little more of that where I'm from. I rate this pleasant little stick a 4.5 out of 5 stars. That's probably the highest rating I can give any cigar in my collection. Let's go now to the Etiqueta Azul. I feel like I'm butchering the Spanish there. I think it's Spanish anyway. Here's yet another Nicaraguan beauty that I've been fortunate enough to get my hands on. The Azuls are very interesting, for lack of a better adjective. They're a rich, smooth smoke, and between the slick, dark Connecticut wrapper, there are a variety of flavors infused that I've yet to put my fingers on. I've heard quite a few people express some negative opinions of the Azul, but for an inexpensive smoke like it is, with a good deal of variety, I would recommend picking up a stick or two and trying them for yourself. For the originality factor alone, these have earned a rating of 3.5 out of 5. Now, moving on to the final cigar, the Vega Fina Robusto. Called a short Robusto. I call it a baby Robusto because who cares what you call it. This Ecuadorian cigar measures just 4 inches stem to stern. These little guys are very mild, and while they start out with a smooth caramel flavor, they progress to giving the smoker a spicy kick. Now, this is the kind of stick that you'll want to put in a jacket pocket and take with you for a night on the town or on a camping trip on a cold weekend. But be prepared to part with some bills, as they do run about $7 a stick, like you see there. Even so, I'll still give these little honeys 4.5 out of 5. That is they will definitely give the La Vieja Bellicosos a run for their money, but in different categories. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was my short list review of my personal 6 favorite cigars of the ones that I actually have now. There are many, many fantastic cigars out there to enjoy. Among those, Leoninos, Flor de Oliva, Maduros, acids. The Acid Cuba Cuba, made by Drew Estate, is one of the finest cigars I've ever smoked. Tatianas are good ones. My Uzi weighs a ton. It's a funny name, but check it out. Anyhow, I want to wrap up by showing you one last thing. This is a Turkish meerschaum pipe that was given to me this year for my birthday by a very good friend of mine, an older gentleman, very well traveled. Now, the thing about Turkish meerschaums, they're made out of coral. We couldn't figure out if this was some sort of plastic or bone. We're thinking, no, there's no way that, it's got to be plastic because it's not porous enough to be bone. Well, I received the proper education. It's coral, harvested in the Mediterranean or someplace, whatever. It disassembles for an easy smoke and disassembles after a smoke for easy cleaning, but I don't have to worry about that because I won't smoke it. I use this pipe as a decorative piece. It's too fine to smoke, and I'll tell you why. If you know anybody who smokes a meerschaum, they'll tell you that over time they'll turn a yellow color, and then if you smoke it even further than that, even longer than that, they turn a kind of a dingy brown. I don't like that. It's too pristine as it is. I want to leave it like I got it. Yeah, that's, as a matter of fact, when I move into a new place, which hopefully will be soon, I'll be relocating to another part of the state. Where I move into will have a fireplace, and this is going to go on the mantle right below my black powder rifle that I hope to review sometime very soon. Anyhow, that is my tobacco collection, the short list. Please stay tuned for more videos, and again, please excuse my absence. Thank you very much. Peepshow Baldwin signing off.